city, different stories. Some are told and some are hidden. Some are fabricated and some are used to make us stronger. But no matter what, our story needs to be told. This is Inside Out.
I've got this cardboard because...
You reckon I made a cut? Don't look as light as it.
And according to the paper bag test theory, if you wasn't as light as that piece of cardboard, you didn't make the cut. So you wasn't entitled to certain privileges. You wasn't entitled to certain. You couldn't go to certain churches. Couldn't go to certain universities. Couldn't be in certain social groups. So evidently you're lighter than that. How does it feel to know that you make the cut?
If I put it against my own family, that would mean my mum wouldn't make the cut, my younger sister wouldn't make the cut, and my dad definitely wouldn't make the cut. I'd rather stay with them, thank you.
I ain't made the cut. Why should the shade of my skin entitle me or not entitle me to benefits? I can't go here because I'm not this shade. Like really, what does that actually really mean?
But I don't care about being accepted. If I go to a white institute and they say we don't want any niggers in here, I said it's all good. I wouldn't get upset about it. It's their establishment. I'm not gonna go and protest. I don't get upset by things, even if black people try to do it to me. I don't get upset about it. I don't care. It's like, that's how you feel, that's fine. I won't come to your establishment. It's all good.
Why is my skin colour suddenly determining where I'm allowed access to? That's not the way to judge it. I don't think you should judge it at all.
The content of people is really about their heart. It's got nothing to do with the shade of their skin. Absolutely nothing. This shade doesn't determine whether someone's good or bad. No.
Personally, right now, I don't feel like it's still in our society or in our system as much as it would have been back when this was probably introduced. I would have felt horrible knowing that I didn't make a cut.
You know, I don't think many people understand the seriousness of this paper bag theory, or what they call a theory per se. I don't think many people understand where that's coming from, and let alone have a clue how that affects them today. Whether you're dark skin, light skin, and whether you're white.
I don't know, it just means I have to work harder, right?
But why? Why do you have to work harder?
It's not
Why do I get to take the backseat?
Yeah, but that's...
What have you done more than I have?
It doesn't matter, it's just a situation there, and if I can't do anything about it, I just have to work.
No.
Now in the UK, it's normal, like being a black person. We have our restrictions, even though it's not clearly there. Like most time people say stuff like, everyone's allowed to work in every place, like have to hold different positions. But we all know behind it, we can't really do that as a black person.
Okay, so let me say it again, right? You're saying about the white people accepting us.
Yeah.
Black people did this to black people.
My colour isn't my first point of reference, or the second or the third, or it's just wrapping. It's like wrapping paper. That's all it is.
That way of thinking is not going to get anyone anywhere. And I think social media does influence that a lot.
Obviously, when I had my first record deal, I was very young, impressionable, quite insecure girl. And I used the bleaching products. I was trying to conform to, I wanted people to think I was pretty. I wanted people to like me. I didn't want to read comments that I was too dark to be in this position. So I bought the bleaching products. I even at one point took skin lightening tablets. I only wish I could go back and tell the young version of me, just bloody stop it. Like, love yourself. Like, you are wonderful. You are, God has made you just the way you're supposed to be. And accept it, embrace it, love yourself, like you are good enough.
I don't see the whole point of this whole light versus dark war we've got going on. And
If you guys want to put that upon yourselves, that's cool. If you think it's a laugh and a joke, no, because you know what, yeah, I've been in that situation where, you know what, it's downright not nice to have to feel like you're not part of your own culture, you're not part of something that you were born into, to be told by your brothers and sisters that you're an outcast, you ain't even part of it. It ain't your problem. It ain't cool.
There's a lot of people running around here and they're running around like slaves and they're behaving like slaves. The same mentality that was put onto them as slaves is still being carried out. And the thing is, if you can't free your mind as a slave, you'll continue to pass it on to people. Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. There's no breaking in the chain. So it's definitely still alive.
Racism doesn't exist. Ignorance exists. I don't believe in racism. Everything stems from ignorance.
And you know what the sad thing is that it never comes from white people, it comes from our own people. And that is the saddest part of it.
The self-appointed pillars of the black community are doing more harm than good, a lot of them, because they're very ignorant people. And what they're doing is they set themselves up and they're just spreading ignorance. If you want to help black people, go and get some education and then you take that to them. Don't go and don't appoint yourself and think you know something, because you're doing more harm than good.
A lot of things happened in the past, you know, because everyone talks about racism, the slave trade and everything, but no one talks about what led to the slave trade or what happened during the slave trade. I've been in Nigeria, studied everything. Do you know most of the slaves that got moved to America and the UK? Do you know they actually got sold by their parents and by uncles and family? No one talks about things like that. Everyone talks about the slave trade. If your family can sell you, I'll treat you however I want, you know. No one talks about that.
You have what you call the master, yeah? Which was the ones that was enslaving what you call the black people, in this case, yeah? Now, the master is of a lighter shade, right? So in order for you to get certain privileges of the master, then you must become a bit lighter. The more light-skinned that you are, the more privileges that you get from the master. So it's simple. In reality, that also leads it back to the caste system, which is that Hindu system. So it all interrelates.
I'm not saying we should ignore the past completely, but the thing about the past is you learn from mistakes to move forward. But you don't hold on to something. How are you supposed to move forward? Because people are like, you treated our grandfather. You don't even know where your grandfather was. You don't know if your grandfather was a snitch or something. Yeah, that's the truth. You don't know that. People say you treated my grandfather. They don't know anything about it. Maybe your granddad was the snitch who used to leave it on. So people just talk. So most times I find it really funny because most people are like, if we're in Africa, this won't be happening. I lived in Africa. I should be telling you that. No, don't tell me about that. So it's the same way. Plus, talking about holding on to the past. One of the reasons they kept me away from secondary school here was going to secondary school here as an African was quite difficult back in the days because you don't get picked on by the white people, you get picked on by the black people who were born here, who know nothing about how this whole thing happened. It's just recently the whole Afrobeat thing is bringing the black people together. Back then, just having an African name was a disaster.
I don't want to be part of something that disregards the rest of my people. As far as I can tell, this is just a colour. Dogs see in black and white. So where are you going to put them on the spectrum?
That was very good.
I went to a party, New Year's party, and there was a group of light-skinned girls walked through. I was walking past and light-skinned girls walked through, and then outside it was so packed, so they didn't want to let people in. And then one of the boys said, they're just some dead darkies anyways.
Wow.
There's some dead darkies. So you as a man, you have a sister.
Black man said that.
Black men say that all the time, like, why are you talking to them darkies? Why are you talking?
Can we just do a special on this kind of thing?
Yeah, we should. We'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. We will at the end.
Did you see who said that though?
No, yeah. I looked and it was like, oh, sorry, so you know, I'm not talking to you, but I know my sisters are black.